Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we are going to awaken and rainbow the other free-to-play unit that you are able to farm up from the Dragon Ball Heroes story event. AHMS or AHMS, however exactly it is that you say it. This guy is a little goofy. He is pretty similar to Great Saiyaman 4. Both of them kind of do similar things. They're support type units for... I don't want to say underpowered categories. I mean, I guess it does work, because the youth category, you know, I thought it was going to be a lot more impressive than it like, actually turned out to be. There's definitely a lot of work that the youth category still has to get done. You know, like a Dokkan Fest Gohan would help out so much more, like a Super Saiyan 1 Gohan, right? This guy is going to be pretty good for the Artificial Life Form team, because he is a support type unit for that category, which is a very underutilized category, so it definitely needed a little bit of help, even if it's a free-to-play unit. Let me level this guy up, and we'll hop into an event. Alright guys, so we're over here on the Artificial Life Form team. This, of course, is LR Super Baby 2's team as of the moment. Now, again, AHMS is going to work pretty well over here, because he gives Extreme Class allies 2 ki and 30% defense, and then Artificial Life Form category allies 30% attack. So all of the units here are getting this buff from him. That's going to work very good. He does also fit very well on this team, because he also gives, we'll keep Baby around, because Baby has Big Bad Bosses, which is AHMS' only attack link. Well, he also has Kamehameha, but, I mean, we can get that with some of the Majin Boos, like, that have absorbed Gohan, and then we can also get that with a lot of the Cell units, right? But besides that, Kamehameha is not going to do much. It's only a plus 2,500 link anyway. AHMS' super attack looks really nice, by the way. So it's called the Super Black Kamehameha, but very clearly we could see, like, you know, hits abilities in there as well. I think it looks really good. Like, that's a really nice looking attack. I actually would have preferred AHMS been a summonable character. I think, you know, him exactly the way he is, except you just take everything up a notch. So maybe he was attack and defense like 80%, and then maybe he gave Extreme Class allies 35% attack and then 35% to Artificial Life Form. That would have been really nice. I think that would have worked out a bit better for him, again, because this team really needs it. Like, the Artificial Life Form team does need the extra buff. I mean, this was such a monstrous update. So many teams got buffed, honestly. Like, you know, Super Saiyan 3, Artificial Life Form, Time Travelers took a huge jump up. AHMS is on Time Travelers as well, where, I mean, if you're going to use him on Time Travelers, I guess it's probably just to buff up Cell. I don't know that he's really going to be able to hit that hard. We probably could get him above 1 million if he had Big Bad Bosses active on the Transformation Boost team. I do think so, but we'll see. I'm also very curious how well he's going to hold up defensively. Okay, so we'll do this. Again, he is going to share Kamehameha along with LR... Wait, does LR Cell... LR Cell might not have Kamehameha. Otherwise, the link would have already activated. Okay, well, Tech Cell does have Kamehameha. Let me make sure as well that we have above 80% HP going into that turn with Kid Buu. Because remember, this Goku does tend to hit pretty hard. But, oh, well, I mean, we're going to be lowering his attack so much. Like, I really, really like units that lower attack. And, again, half of this team lowers attack. So it's going to allow us to not take that much damage. It'll be very interesting to see if this Goku super attack Cell, how much it'll do. Like, you could so easily build a full team that lowers attack and is really, really freaking good here on the Artificial Life Form team. So, I don't think Artificial Life Form is going to have much difficulty whenever they get a category Super Battle Road stage, because they do have a lot of firepower. They have a lot of firepower, man. Like, between all the Cell units, you know, Baby Janemba is a... Oh, I should have used an item. We should be okay, because Tech Cell is really, really strong defensively, and then Baby Janemba is very likely to dodge, like, half of the attacks. And then plus, I mean, this man Goku, his attack has been neutered quite a bit between all the attack-lowering characters we've got. Baby Janemba, I really like him and his 50% chance to dodge. High defense, healing, he's got it all. This is where I'd love Baby Janemba to bust out that dodge just like that. That is what we like to see. There we go. Okay, so this next turn, this is where we'll have the rotation I wanted, essentially. Okay, it'll be interesting to see, too. I imagine, is this Goku immune to having his attack lowered? No, he's not. Okay. Because this is the one time where the Artificial Lifeform team can struggle a bit, is if they go up against an enemy that can't have their attack lowered. Like, that's why I had so much difficulty with the Legendary Goku event, right? Besides the fact that I'm on a, double 130% buff, is because of the fact that after Goku goes into God in that Legendary Goku event, he no longer can have his attack lowered. And then that's where things really started to get hard, because up until that point, by lowering an enemy's attack, they don't do that much damage. Yeah, so Baby, strong enough defensively, and then we're going to lower his attack. It'll be interesting to see how much damage AHMS is going to take, if he's even going to take a lot of damage. I doubt it. Baby's getting massively buffed by the 2 support type units. Whoa! Wow, that's a big-time shot. 659,000. That's without Big Bad Boss is active, so AHMS is not bad. Not bad at all. And then, yeah, he's taking double digits. Of course, Goku's attack has been lowered, but, let's see how much damage this will do. Such a goofy matchup right here. 78k, that's a lot, considering AHMS has type advantage. He has decent defense, I think. And then, we've lowered this Goku's attack with 2 characters, and he still did that much damage. That is actually quite impressive by this Goku. Again, so often, y'all are probably used to me saying, oh, the difficulty of this Dokkan event was terrible. Not here. I thought the difficulty of this Dokkan event right here, this Goku one, was very, very good. Hopefully they continue to do this. All right, let's move on to the next team. Remember, AHMS is on 3 category teams. I figure we'll take a look at him on all 3 teams. All right, guys, so now we're over here on the Time Traveler team, again, which is... I mean, the Time Traveler team has gotten such an interesting buff, right? We now have so many additions to this team. Now, AHMS is probably not going to work the best here, because, again, his main addition is going to be either Extreme Class Allies, which I guess the Time Traveler team does have a number of, right? And then, as well as Extreme Class Allies, Artificial Lifeforms specifically. So, like, Cell would be very good to pair up with AHMS on this team. Wow, okay. Yeah, Great Saiyaman 3 is quite good. I have decided I am going to do that video, just because I want to do another video around Great Saiyaman 3. He's so good, but I'm going to do a video, another one of these. I like to call it one of the best rotations in Dokkan, but is Great Saiyaman 3 and 4 really one of the best rotations in Dokkan? I guess so, just because, like, counter units are just stupidly broken. Like, it's just a fact, right? Like, you just look, especially now, because here's the thing about counter units, right? Counter units are never going to age that poorly, because what's the easiest way for them to make fights harder and harder? They have the enemy attack more times per turn. Boom. So, that leads to a situation like so, where, hey, if they're going to attack 500 times a turn, well, guess who that's going to really buff? All the Vegito counter units, and then Great Saiyaman 3, and then, Super Saiyan 2 Vegito and Bulma, they're all going to look a lot better. By the way, I love my... It's so funny, because I've told this before, but I'm pretty sure is actually the second SSR I pulled on this account. Wow, for real, All right, I did not expect her to one-shot both of them right there. That's okay. We'll still be able to get a turn. Oh, this will be good. How well will Great Saiyaman 3 do right here? Going up against Turles, type disadvantaged. After he gets hit, is he still going to take double digits here? Okay, he's going to eat a super attack. He might get stunned, too. Let me see. And he did get stunned, yeah. All right. Only 6,000. That's not bad. Type advantage, man. That's not bad. Great Saiyaman 3 is very, very good. They made him extremely good. Definitely don't discredit him. He is very, very good. Because, like, he lowers his defense, but, like, especially on, like, a Time Traveler team, like, he's still, like... it doesn't actually make that much of an effect for him. Like, he's very impressive. Now, I'm sure, you're on a team without a lot of Time Traveler category allies, then, yeah, it's definitely going to make a big deal. All right, well, AHMS doesn't have links with any of these two, so we can just put him... Oh, I'm going to get really annoyed if Turles supers and stuns AHMS, and then that prevents us from... Okay, from seeing what number he will put up. All right, what is he at? 828,000. That's not that. That's not terrible. That's not terrible right there. And of course, he does lower attack. Remember, he's only really got 2 links, Kamehameha and Big Bad Bosses, that will affect his attack, and neither of those are very easy to get. I mean, with Transform Steelus, he does have Big Bad Bosses, so I guess we could link them together, but that's about it. Ooh, with Great Saiyaman 3, I imagine we probably could finish Turles off before he even transformed, huh? I think we can. I do. It depends on if Turles, again, stuns Great Saiyaman. Like, if he stuns him right away here. Oh! 3 dodge! 3 dodge. Listen, that's the power of 3 dodge right there. Yep, sorry, Turles. You're just gonna get blasted by all these crits. And then, like, Great Saiyaman 3, like, he gives himself crits from his passive, too. Like, he's very good. And then Steelus is very good. All these Heroes units, man, like, this is an exciting time for Dokkan. Like, Dokkan is now not scared to make, like, all these, like, normal kind of units just, like, super, super good, right? So, like, we're able to have a lot of value out of these units. We can actually use different teams. It's not like we're restricted to just using the same couple of characters over and over. A lot of these units are actually, quite good now. So this is pretty good. All right, I guess this will be the last turn. Then we'll head over to the Transformation Boost team. I feel like the Transformation Boost team is definitely AHMS' best team. We'll have AHMS Super first. I mean, I didn't want to have AHMS in the first slot because he might get stunned. But I think Goku Black probably would finish Turles off if he hit him. So he'll, like, now that AHMS gets an attack, he definitely is going to get finished off. Lowering Turles' attack. I love units that lower attack, man. I mean, y'all know this. Y'all know this. That's the difference between AHMS and Great Saiyaman number 4, by the way, is that AHMS lowers attack, and then Great Saiyaman 4 buffs his attack and defense. AHMS also lowers defense, right? But, lowering attack is really the main effect that we care about. Actually, Turles might survive. Okay, well, I'm going to finish up. Let's head over to the Transformation Boost team now. Alright, guys, so I think this should be the best rotation for our boy AHMS here. Now, the only thing is, this is one of those things where we do need to get enough damage sustained after the turn has begun to activate Big Bad Bosses. That's the only thing. So, we're at the mercy of Legendary Goku here. In order to see AHMS' best attack stat, we're going to need him to Super Kid Buu and activate Big Bad Bosses for us. I'm in the Legendary Goku event, so if he doesn't do it here, all I have to do is get a little bit further in the event, get the rotation again, and he almost assuredly will do it. But let's see what our boy AHMS is capable of doing, and he did not super attack, so this is without Big Bad Bosses. With Big Bad Bosses, I think he's going to get up above a 1 million attack stat, which is pretty good. So let me go ahead and keep going in this event until we can get the rotation and the attack stat that we want. Alright, so here we are, guys. A little bit further in the event. This time, we will very likely get Big Bad Bosses, because I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku will be able to hurt this cooler enough. Plus, all we need is a super attack by him. Yeah, 22k should be enough. And we might still need a super attack. Oh. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, so now we will get AHMS' best attack stat. Big Bad Bosses is active, and he does get up above a 1 million attack stat. Not bad. Do I recommend rainbowing AHMS? I mean, sure. I guess a lot of it depends on if you have LR Super Baby 2. Really, AHMS, I think, will be a strong option for that team. You're probably not going to use him very much on Time Travelers. You could certainly use him on Enhanced Transformation or Transformation Boost. That is a good place for him as well. Especially if you're going to do a villain variant of the team, the extra defense, the ki he gives, the buff to Artificial Life Form could be solid. Alright, so this is Ceaseless Fierce Transformation, AHMS' third form. His leader skill is Extreme Class Ki 2 and 40% to stats, so that's not really good. His super attack is the Super Black Kamehameha, which does supreme damage and lowers attack and defense. Again, even though it's called the Super Black Kamehameha, clearly some of Hit's technique is in there as well. His passive skill, Blacks and Hit's Battle Data, gives him 50% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then Extreme Class allies get 2 ki and 30% defense, and Artificial Life Form category allies get 30% attack. So, pretty good. I do really like these new wave of support type units that give buffs to allies, as well as also give themselves a solid offensive and defensive buff, kind of like the Xeno, Goku, and Vegeta, who I'll probably do a video on them shortly as well. His links are Loyalty, Metamorphosis, Tough as Nails, Big Bad Bosses, Kamehameha, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limit. So, I mean, his links aren't the greatest, I guess, but they're okay. I mean, only having Big Bad Bosses really as an attack link does kind of hurt. I mean, he's got Kamehameha, but it's such a small number. His Focus multiplier is 140%, which is what we would expect from a unit like this, a free-to-play unit. Now that I think about it, it's kind of surprising that he has Big Bad Bosses, huh? I'm sure I'll take it, but I guess that's a little surprising. I mean, it's good. He's definitely better for having it. And then he is on 3 category teams. He's on the Artificial Lifeform team, which for sure is the place where he'll fit in the best. The Transformation Boost team, where he works very well also, if you're going to do a villain build there. I mean, Super Boo gets buffed by, AHMS and the Artificial Lifeform category, so there you go. And then he is also on the Time Traveler team, which, again, just has 5,000 new units added to it with this update. So there we go, guys. There is our boy AHMS. Not bad. Pretty good update. This guy's a solid free-to-play unit. You want to go ahead and rainbow him, go for it. He definitely can help you out on either the Transformation Boost team or the Artificial Lifeform team. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.